Hi guys, so I am going to do an IEP update for Jeffrey. If you do not know what an IEP is, it is an individual education plan. I am calling it an IEP for sure because that's what we call it, because that's too much to say in one mouthful. Like, I'm going to get tongue-tied. But we just had it for Jeffrey because he is in preschool. He does have an IEP for autism and because of his speech delay. I'm trying to get comfortable filming in bed tonight. But yeah, so I wanted to just go over his IEP and just kind of talk about like how much he's improved over this first year and where we're going next year. I did just record his four-year update because he just turned 4. I'm very sad. But yeah, I did film, which you guys will see after this because I'm gonna put this up first. I did put up a video, or I'm gonna put up a video next week on how I organize all the paperwork that we have for like his IEP, speech, at the at-home services, and then when he gets in school, how I keep it all organized. So let me tell you, it's crazy how much paperwork you have. So anyways, got his IEP here. And I just kind of wanted to go over because I am like obviously I know how well Jeffrey is doing. I can see it. I hear it because he's talking so much. But when we were sitting in his meeting, like they go over like where we started last year and where we were at this time last year, because this is the time of year that we actually did his IEP. And, his teacher was saying, he started off the year with, he was nonverbal. He didn't really socialize at all. He made very minimal eye contact. And the fact that now he is talking up a storm, he makes eye contact probably 95% of the time, which, let's face it, most kids, it's not going to be 100% of the time, but if you call his name, he will look at you now. It is amazing. He will play with kids now. He's not just playing in the corner. I mean, he's not like asking a kid to play with him or like wanting them to join in, but he's at least playing with them, like doing parallel play, and is not running away if kids come near him to play, which is what was happening when we were at the parks and stuff. So it is amazing. I can't even tell you how happy I am on how much progress he's made. I'm very happy we did send him to preschool. I was up in the air because when we were talking about having kids, I wanted to homeschool, but then after Jeffrey started having his delays, I really thought that, maybe he should go into school so that he could get the, more services quicker. And I'm sorry, I'm just filming this holding my hand, or holding my camera in my hand. So, sorry if it's a little jumpy. But yeah, so so then we did decide to have him go into public school. And I'm very happy we did. I'm not saying that there won't be time where maybe we do homeschooling, but right now this is where he needs to be. And I must say, I am so happy. His school is amazing. I know a lot of people have IEP issues and like, oops, sorry, putting my hand over the camera, have IEP issues and like have to really, really fight for their kids to get services. And I have not had to fight. The town we live in is #1 in the state for special needs or special education, which is awesome. And that was not the reason we picked this town. And I'm sorry if the lighting is going crazy because it is nighttime, but it's like still light here, so it's kind of cloudy today. It's been crazy. But anyways, getting back, so we have a really good town for special needs, which is amazing. It just kind of worked out for us. So yeah, I don't have to really fight. It's really nice. His school is awesome. His teacher's been amazing. I'm actually very sad that she's not going to be with us next year, because one of the big things is Jeffrey right now is still in, he's still in preschool. School year's not over yet, but he is in a half-day class, and in the fall he will be moving to a full-day preschool. It'll be a 4K, 4 pre-K full day, which is, holy cow, I can't believe it, because I really thought he would be there in the half day until he turned 5 and went, to kindergarten, and now he's gonna go, and I'm kind of really sad, but I'm so excited for him too because he's made such progress. And even like a couple months ago, his teacher was telling me about how they were opening up this class for pre-K, which, or pre-K 4, that was going to be full day for special needs, and she wasn't sure. She was like, I don't think Jeffrey's going to be ready by the cutoff of when we have to say, here's the kids we think can move on. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, because I really didn't think it was going to change. And then last month when we went to my in-laws, that week while Jeffrey was on vacation, because it was spring break here, holy cow, he had such a dramatic change in that week that when he went back to school, she had to do the testing that week to see which kids could move on. And sure enough, she's like, oh my God, Jeffrey can move on. I'm like, I know. He had a huge week, and it was amazing. And so as sad as I am that he's going to be going full day, I'm so happy for him too, because he has just been doing amazing, and he loves going to school. He doesn't fight me, which is great. So let's get into the IEP, this massive, and I'm sure some people, theirs are bigger than this, but this is triple the size it was the initial one. So anyways, so Jeffrey has been doing great. Like I said, when we started school, he was nonverbal, and now he's talking up a storm, which is great. So some of his goals, one of them was to, do parallel play. He's mastered that one, which is great. Another one was to do eye contact and name recognition. Awesome with that too. Not mastered it, but like I said, he's at 95%. Let's see another one. Improve his cognitive skills. He mastered that, which is great. A lot of these he mastered, and I was so happy because I didn't think we would get there. Jeffrey can identify and match 2 to 4 colors. Yeah, he can do a ton of colors. He mastered that one. He also mastered shapes. He knows all his shapes. And this is one thing. It was not for lack of me doing anything. I was trying everything to get Jeffrey to match his colors, or even use color names or the alphabet. He now can say the alphabet. He can identify lowercase and uppercase letters. He can do the alphabet backwards, which I can't even do. He can count clearly to 20, and then with help, he can actually get to 40, which is amazing. And like I said, he can do all of his colors. He knows the shapes. Like I said, when you have a child with autism, there's you have to find the right group of skills or tools to help them flourish. And apparently preschool was what we were missing, because we were doing speech, we were doing OT, we were doing EI. I'm trying to do preschool at home with him, and nothing was working. And that's why I swayed towards preschool, because I had a feeling this was going to work. And sure enough, holy cow. Let's see. We'll be able to do 1-step directions. Yes, we're actually working on 2 steps now. Let's see. What's this one? Oh, that was the same one. Sorry. I flipped the page the wrong way. Let's see. His fine motor skills, doing a tripod grasp. That was really hard. He was not doing that for me. And now he is actually doing really, really well with that, which is amazing. So yeah, he's doing awesome there. Let's see. Be able to string beads and cut a piece of paper in half. Yep, he's doing awesome with that. That one's he's close. He has to be at 75% accuracy, and he's at 70. So pretty close. Trace a vertical and horizontal line. Yes. And then what was the other one? Oh, be able to cut paper, which he can do now. So he's doing amazing, and next year is just going to be even better. I actually already have his goals, so it's some of the things that we're going to work on. And since Jeffrey does get EI and, he gets EI and speech at home, I actually showed his speech teacher what the goals are for next year, and where he is now. And she's actually going to work on them, which her goals were were with what they were doing, but they were missing a couple, so she's adding those on. So pretty much he's going to have speech throughout the summer, obviously, and it'll get him going for preschool, which is great. So yeah, so I'm very, very happy, very, very proud of him. He has made tremendous strides in this past, school year, and I can't even believe it. And it makes me sad too. It's my baby's growing up. He's such a big boy now. I was looking at, I have his first day of school picture on my fridge, And I'm like, oh my God, he like looks like a baby, and he does not look like that anymore. He looks like such a big boy, and he acts it too. It's just awesome. I'm so very happy. I'm so happy that, you know, I really don't have to fight for IEPs. And I must say, like, we had our meeting, and it was like 25 minutes long, and that was it. And I know I'm on a mom's group on Facebook, and one woman put up that our IEP meeting was 4 hours long. I'm like, holy crap. Like, it makes me feel happy that I don't have to do that, and it makes me feel sad that people do have to do that. Like, I'm so glad I don't have to fight. I'm so glad that, you know, we just don't have that situation, because I feel like we have enough stress as it is. I don't want to have to deal with that too. So yeah, so that's where we are. That's where he is. He's doing amazing. And like I said, I'm going to do, or I did already film it because I was putting these away, and I'm like, I should film how I keep everything organized, because we all know I'm super organized, and this was one area that took me a little bit to figure out, but once I did, I'm like, this really works. So yeah, so that's where we're at. That's where Jeffrey's at. He is, like I said, he's going to be moving to full day. I'm so excited. And yeah, so that's all. And if you guys have any tips on how you deal with IEP or how your child's doing, I'd love you to put them in the comments below, and I'll see you all next time.